Hello everyone, Dr. Christina Cantu here, Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine, and you are watching Natural Talk TV. This is the place to be if you want to create a life that is happy and healthy naturally. Now, if you struggle with chronic headaches and you haven't been able to reach any relief, then this episode might be for you. In fact, this is probably one of the weirdest cases I've ever had because for this particular case, I did not use homeopathic medicine. And if you've been watching the show for any length of time, then you know that I am a naturopathic doctor and that I specialize in homeopathy. So, homeopathy, for those who don't know, is a safe and gentle and natural system of healing that works with your body to relieve symptoms, to restore itself, and to improve your overall health. Since I am a specialist, people are usually referred to me by other practitioners. And usually these cases are pretty complex or advanced or just downright hard to figure out. Well, this one was very different in that it wasn't complex at all. In fact, a little bit of common sense took me a long way here. Now, let me show you what this looked like. I had a 39-year-old woman named Grace come in with headaches that she had been experiencing off and on for about 6 months. Her headaches could range from moderate to extremely severe. She would experience a tightness in her head that would increase almost as if she had a band around her head. And at its worst, the pain could be so bad that every little movement would make it worse. And she would just have to lie absolutely still in the dark, alone, if she could. Now, needless to say, this was not working out for her family, for her, anybody, for her to have to take these frequent timeouts as they were happening every day. She had already also had her eyesight evaluated as well as her teeth and had had blood work done, all of which turned out to be normal. She had also had some imaging done as well because the headaches had been so persistent that they were worried about something sinister going on up there. And that didn't uncover anything abnormal either, thank goodness. She also had had no changes in her diet and had no sudden exposures to anything abnormal. Now, really, all the hard work was done for me here. I mean, people always come in with their labs already done by the time they come see me, but she was worked up so extensively that there was really only one question left to be asked, and that was, what changed for you at that time? That's something very important for you at home to remember. What's changed for me at this time? Now, when I asked her, she looked at me like I was nuts. She responded with, well, nothing. That's why I can't figure it out. So I went back with her day by day to uncover any change that she may have made to her life or her diet or etc. to uncover what it was that was responsible for this. And we really weren't making any progress until almost as an afterthought, she said, my neck hurts too whenever I have the head pain. And I said, tell me more about that. And she said, well, there's nothing more. It just started happening right around the time that the headache started. Now, this is when it started to dawn on her that there was a change. And she said, right around the time I started wearing a new bra. She mentally started going through the timeline after that, and we came to the conclusion that it made sense that what was responsible for the headaches and the neck pain was this new bra that she had been wearing. It put a little bit more pressure on her upper thoracic spine than her other bras, and after explaining the relationship between alignment of the spine and the head and how it can cause problems, she agreed that replacing the bra might be a good first course of action. I was curious to see if this was the real reason for the pain, which is why I recommended nothing more at this point. So, very unusual. So 48 hours later, Grace called me to tell me that her head pain had decreased significantly by about 75%. She was over the moon about this, but she wondered what other support there might be for the head pain. This was when I decided to go a completely different direction than the one I usually take, and I recommended ear seeds. Now, ear seeds are used in auriculotherapy, which is the stimulation of specific points on the ear. This is based on the principles of traditional Chinese medicine. Now, basically, small black seeds from the Vaccaria plant are secured on the ear with a piece of adhesive or tape over specific acupressure points. They have a continuous pressure that is mild, and it can be amplified by pressing or massaging the seed with the fingertips, maybe every few hours or so, depending on what you have going on. Now, I had her attach them herself, and she recommended, that I do it visually while we were over the phone because she couldn't quite, see what I was recommending. And so we went ahead and we hopped on the phone on FaceTime, and I told her to do Shen Men. I told her to do Point Zero, Marvelous Wonderful, Cervical Spine, Thoracic Spine, and Lumbar Spine in both ears. Those are all specific acupressure points in the ears. Now, 24 hours later, I called to check up on her, and she told me that her head pain and her neck pain was all gone. I checked in with her about a week later, and she was still pain free. This is one of my most favorite therapies to recommend whenever I feel that homeopathy is not the most appropriate modality to use, which is very, very rare. It works very quickly and it can be used in conjunction with almost any other natural therapy without any fear of interaction. And it can be incredibly effective as it was in this case. I love hearing those types of results. I like sharing them with you because if it's something that you can benefit from as well, you can find those points online and do it yourself today. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Are headaches something that you struggle with? Are migraines something that you struggle with? It can be very similar. What have you done to help you cope? Have you tried acupressure points or, TCM at all for your particular headache? This may be really important for someone in this boat to hear right now, and it could be really helpful to someone that's getting, a wave of suffering because of something like this that's happening. So head on over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/Christina Cantu ND, and leave a comment now. And while you are there, be sure to like and follow the page. You'll get some exclusive content and some insider-only secrets that I don't share anywhere else. Now remember that building the life and health you want happens one step at a time. Don't forget to stop and enjoy that journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Natural Talk TV.